What's going on, Watches React fam? It is your boy Rob, joined by Rick, and welcome to another series reaction. If you guys enjoyed the Resident Evil reactions, please give a round of applause to our boy Rick and Fred. These guys have been pumping those videos out. I will link them somewhere around here and in the description below. We still have a few episodes left, but definitely catch up if you want to continue watching Resident Evil with us. But in this one here, myself and Rick are going to be tackling the all-new Disney Plus Marvel Studio show, She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. Now, I am, quote-unquote, to these guys, the MCU, I don't want to say guru. What would you say I am, Rick, for MCU? For this? Like, what would you consider?
I maybe a martyr.
Okay. So,
No.
but I'm not so much diverse in the comics. So there will be a lot of things in She-Hulk that I probably will miss or will not understand. So, if there's things that we didn't point out or maybe information you might want to share that isn't crazy spoilery, maybe to like what the future can be of this show, please feel free to leave that down in the comments below. So without further ado, this is episode 1 of She-Hulk, 1 of 9. There are 9 episodes for this show. So yeah, that's actually, what is this one called? This one's called A Normal Amount of Rage. So yeah, let's check out episode 1 of She-Hulk.
What is the responsibility of those with power? Do they merely have an obligation to refrain from the misuse of that power?
It was so good.
Seriously?
How you used the weight of civic duty during your closing argument. Now you just have to top it off with a savage Jen Walters look.
What? I don't have a savage Jen Walters look.
There it is. And if it doesn't go our way, we can just Hulk out, blow everyone's minds.
Oh, well, the only hulking out I'm gonna do is in the legal sense.
Just starting with the word it, like,
Yeah,
Hulk
just
out.
like just Hulk. There it is.
That's that. It's true. I am a Hulk.
Okay. That was
Okay,
cool.
breaking the fourth
I
wall.
went on
That's
a road
dope.
trip
I
with
like
was
it.
cool.
Bruce.
Yeah, because I made this little device which keeps me in human form.
Steve Rogers did not have a girlfriend before he went into the service.
Says who?
The History Channel. Obviously, Captain America wasn't
Oh.
virgin.
Oh, what the?
Inhibitor.
No, he's bleeding
Oh,
on
that's-
her.
Get away!
Oh,
That's
okay.
how they're... Like, I'm gonna just let my blood pour all over you.
Just. That's it.
Oh, girl, what happened to you?
Who did this
Oh,
to
snap.
you?
Are you okay?
Okay, no judgments, but whoever did this to you does not care about you.
I have to call my cousin to get me. Can I borrow somebody's phone?
Oh, yeah,
Bro, he even looks creepy.
Just being friendly.
Yeah, where you going?
She's gonna.
What, you two
Oh,
is she about to wow out?
oh.
That's what you get for catcalling. Oh, she must have passed out for a long time.
Hello? Hello?
Morning.
Thanks, Hulk.
Sorry, I thought I'd get a little work done.
You're Hulk again.
Smart Hulk.
Is Smart Hulk smaller?
Don't
Yes.
worry,
He looks
I thought-
smaller. Because in Ragnarok, he was just like.
You okay?
But that also wasn't Banner.
Right. That was just.
Remember,
like,
Hulk in
Did we hit a
Ragnarok
spaceship?
barely spoke
Yeah,
words.
It's a car and Class
Right.
A courier craft. They're probably trying to deliver a message. I gotta get to the bottom.
Oh, speaking of that, there you
know,
go.
Stuff just kinda finds
The
you
ship
when
was
you're
from
alone.
Sakaar.
First, we gotta deal with
That's
you.
where they were in Ragnarok.
My blood got into your system, and after the wreck, and you got a lethal dose of gamma radiation.
Lethal? As in I'm gonna die?
No, there was more to it that I'm going to explain.
That is not the sentence to take a pause on, Bruce.
Okay. It's way too dangerous to get out in the world, even if there's only a millionth% chance that it makes another one of us. There is no going back to what you were before. Oh, wait.
About to puke.
You feeling better?
I felt that. Yeah, I sympathize with that.
I sympathize.
Situation. Stay here until you figure out how to control your Hulk self.
Well, how long is that gonna take?
This is a multi-year journey you're about to embark on coming to terms with being the Hulk.
Said multi-year?
About 15 years, give or take.
15
Our
years?
top priority is to control when you turn. The triggers are anger and fear.
Those are like the baseline of any woman just existing.
All right.
Wow.
Feels like if I don't transform, I'm gonna die. You have a plan B for that?
Nope.
Nope.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Girl, easy.
I feel like I'm a stray horse.
Jen?
Yeah?
Wait, you're still Jen? Right now? Bruh. You know, that's about
Bruh.
$1 million worth of damage back there, by the way. Well, I guess we can just skip all that then.
Skip that whole beginning part.
Yeah. Teach me how to Hulk, please.
Dialectical behavioral therapy.
Oh man.
Oh wow, that was a nice transition
Still
there.
in control, no overwhelming feelings of rage.
No, a normal amount of rage.
Who's your best friend?
Nikki.
Spandex. Spandex is your best friend.
Bro,
Right? Like,
like
It's done.
I'm shown.
oh snap! It's like everything you can do, I can do better. Pretty
right,
much.
right, yeah.
Oh.
Especially your anger.
Well, here's the thing, Bruce. I'm great at controlling my anger. I do it all the time. Catcalled in the street. When incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me, I do it pretty much every day because if I don't, I will get called emotional or difficult or I might just literally get murdered. I'm not you, and I'm not gonna become you. I don't need to join some secret government contractor squad and have my entire life taken away from me.
The record. I really didn't want to do this.
Oh.
Oh. That's OD. That's wild. Oh no, not the bar.
It's whole, that's it.
Mood, bro. Mood.
Imagine just like punching each other like through a whole island, throwing each other.
Right?
Literally the only other person.
Sounds
in the
been
world
clapping
that
all over the
understands
place.
what you're going
It
through.
really like has to be
Call me
deserted.
anytime.
Thank you,
Like,
Bruce.
Look, if you change your mind, door never closes.
Thanks. See you at the next family dinner.
See ya, fuzzball.
So now my family knows, and Nikki knows, and you know. Basically, I was right and Bruce was wrong, and I never have to be a Hulk.
We're an unfortunate byproduct of an ambitious expansion plan. Did my client know lives would be endangered? That is debatable.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
The hell are you? Who's this?
Do your thing. Oh, right now in front of everybody? Yes, yes.
here we go.
Who the hell are you? Jennifer Walters, attorney at law.
Toma. Take that. All right.
It's just so sad. Steve Rogers did so much for his country and he never got to experience sex. see that ass? Like, that ass did not deserve the diversion. It's like so sad.
Steve Rogers is not a virgin. He lost his virginity to a girl in 1943 on the USO tour.
Yes, I knew it.
You're not drunk?
Captain America! Fuck!
Oh man.
Love it. Love it. Oh, man. All right. So we've just finished episode 1 of She-Hulk Attorney at Law. First impressions, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would, especially for a character I don't know about. I think the actress who plays Jen is absolutely amazing. I found her humor to be great. I don't want to discredit her, so I actually want to find her name real quick. While I do that, first impressions of the first episode.
Man, I really liked it. I was surprised. I thought I was a little hesitant going into it, but I really liked it. I liked the banter between, She-Hulk and Hulk.
Oh yeah,
I've always liked Smart Hulk. I know a lot of people didn't really
yeah,
like Smart Hulk, but I've always liked him since he was introduced, and I think he just keeps that lighthearted kind of just that humor, and I just think I loved it. I love that the banter. I like their chemistry, which it was really good. It showed on screen, and it just I don't know. I like the chemistry, and I really like how I hope we see more of that. Maybe I don't know because it kind of he trained her how to, but she looks like she's so upset.
yeah. Right.
She
Like it looks like one of those. So real quick, her name is Tatiana Maslany. So shout out to you, Tatiana, because I think you did absolutely great as Jen Walters. And from just the beginning, like that relationship, like it felt very family like. It didn't feel like something that was forced, or as we know of that family thing. And they even mentioned like another cousin or something who said that he's also smart, so maybe that's like an Easter egg that I picked up on. um but in the sense of like Hulk, they made her really made like a superior version of him. Like he had to go through all of this to kind of perfect where he is. Yet for her, and I had mentioned it during the reaction, it was more of just like what you can do, I can do better, and or boys are smarter than girls are smarter than boys type of situation, where she just kind of picked up on everything and she was really good at it. But I do feel like this is just the beginning, right? Like, why would you
right.
have 9 episodes of a show if you're not going to really show us the progression of a Hulk? So I think the beginning part was really good. I'm a little iffy on the blood situation. Like, I
Yeah.
get it for just the time being, like how it happened super quick. It's whatever. But I do like that they didn't just spend so much time on how she became Hulk. It was one of those like, oh, we're going on with normal life, and she breaks the fourth wall as she does in the comics, and is like, let me just show you how we got here. And that was, what we saw, pretty much her turning into Hulk and training with him. But yeah, moving into more of the middle of the episode, what'd you think of that? Like once that whole training sequence happened.
Yeah, I just I just think like I'm with you on that. I think it was a little fast in terms of how she transformed. So, I would have liked maybe a little bit more of, she just has a really good handle on everything. And I guess since we've watched Hulk progress to who he is
Yeah.
now. I would have liked that more. Like I said, like we still have a whole bunch of episodes, so we don't know. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more stuff, or but I really liked it. I really liked it. Like I said, I think the shining portion was really just the relationship and just how everything was. Everything you could do, I can do better, and
Yep.
I like that dynamic. And I hope later on in the episodes that dynamic goes with other characters. I think that like you said, he did an amazing job portraying the Hulk, and just bringing that like She-Hulk, and like you know as we said earlier in the introduction, if anything deviates, because I'm not really like
Yeah,
savvy on the comic books. Is this really on par with what happens in the comic books? I'm gonna do a little bit of research on the side, but if you have those answers, please leave the comments below. We really appreciate it. But I really enjoyed it. I like the breaking of the fourth wall. It was really well done. It was like it
I
didn't feel
agree.
forced. It was very seamless, kind of like
Natural, almost like
natural. Like if it just and
very
it's
very
so
conversation like with us. You know, like it's just
right, right. I felt like I was, oh, I'm there. You know, it felt really good. And like I said, I like Smart Hulk, and I've always liked this character since he was introduced. So,
yeah.
like I said, it was good. It was a good first episode. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It had some good moments, a lot of laughing, and I liked it. I really enjoyed it.
There were a lot of little small Easter eggs that I kind of picked up on. Nothing to an extent, which I'll probably end up looking at once we're done filming this, because I'm that type of person that looks up like all the hidden Easter eggs and stuff. But I found it cool that he still had the Iron Man mask in his
Yes, yes.
house. So that was a cool thing because they definitely touched on his relationship with Tony Stark. You know, with him saying that Tony built the location in Mexico where they were at. They helped him build a bar, and you kind of do see it after. I'm trying to remember. Is it Endgame where they end and they kind of get in the car together and they go? It could be Infinity War or one of the other ones. Oh no, it could be. I think it's Civil War. Um, but I do think this is right after Endgame and Shang-Chi, maybe, because in the post-credit scene for Shang-Chi, and this is something I picked up on as well, Bruce had the arm sling from him using the Thanos gauntlet
Right, right,
in the
right, right.
movie. So in the post-credit scene of Shang-Chi, where he's like a hologram talking to Wong and Shang-Chi, he had the brace on. And when they were in the car before the accident, his arm was in that sling. So
Right.
it probably ties in right after that. So I don't know if it's Doctor Strange multiverse before it or after. I'm pretty sure somebody will figure out the timeline for this, but I did notice the sling on there, and I'm like, okay, so that kind of goes within little right after, maybe like a couple of months after Endgame. I love the use of multi-year, talking about his progression and his multi-year living with Hulk, almost in a sense of like this was all the years I spent in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and
Right,
kind of
right.
telling her that she's preparing for a multi-year of Hulk. So like, you know, I don't put it past us in her being in the next Avengers movies, which isn't like another 4 years from now. Kang Dynasty and all that. So that's a pretty cool kind of like way to say like, hey, you're gonna be in this for a long time. Like
Right,
it's either you
right.
learn Hulk or you're gonna learn as the movies progress. I do like that they're still giving us some type of acknowledgement of what was going on when he was in Sakaar in Thor Ragnarok, where he mentions that he wasn't Bruce, but he was Hulk in those 2 years where he doesn't remember. Because in that movie, Hulk barely spoke sentences. He wasn't Smart Hulk at that point.
Right,
And he
right.
was also much larger. So my thing is that I love Smart Hulk as well. I love the way that they infused Mark Ruffalo and Hulk together. And I do feel like his CGI has also improved so
Oh,
much.
it look. I was gonna mention it during the. It looks so good. It looks
Yeah.
so. It looks so good. Like I'm not sold all the way on She-Hulk yet.
Neither
Like
am I. There were
there's
certain
moments
points.
where
Yeah, yeah,
she look
yeah.
because Mark Ruffalo. It looks very. It looks. It's kind of. It looks like you. It's him, but it looks like this
Yeah.
person can exist in a real world. And I'm like, damn. He's like somebody I probably seen like on the
Yep.
train. And
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I think his CGI is way like surpassed She-Hulk. I hope as it continues on, they give it more because she has more of a. I don't know. Maybe it's because he has stubble on his. It makes him look more like he has stubble.
It's
He's like I
it's
don't know.
it's very skin like almost because you could even see that he has hair and stuff
Right?
on his skin. But
Exactly.
I feel like the
Exactly.
also the color of the green throughout the years
Yes.
for him is kind of muted. It's not like a high pitched green. Um, as her green is almost like green screen green. It was a very
Yeah.
bright. It's a
Right.
very bright, smooth green. So it looks CGI. Like it doesn't look like it's part of her body. Like I don't know, and it was okay. Like compared to how it was in the first trailer, which I don't even think it was that bad. I knew they were gonna fix it. I feel like for the face, the hair, and everything, like it was cool. Um, I enjoyed it for that aspect.
I to
Her
there,
CGI.
there was a moment where I was like I was okay with the CGI. It was a moment and they're talking and I since it's dark in the lab, you really can't tell, like you said, that high pitch kind
Yeah,
of green. But then when she gets to the courthouse or when she's outside training,
the
then you
outside
can really
portion.
see it looks like a leathery kind of just
Mm-hmm.
like a green. And like I said, this has already been filmed and stuff like that. So I hope they maybe make a little adjustment,
Little
but like you
tweaks here and
said,
there,
yeah, like you said, the reason why Mark Ruffalo's his the Hulk, because as you said, it's kind of muted. It doesn't look so, like a
like
just
grass green, like
yeah, exactly, like a
just yeah. The contrast isn't fully there,
right,
but yeah, I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would for a Marvel show. I know you've been talking about Marvel fatigue, so I feel like
right.
this show didn't start off as like some of the previous shows in a more serious tone, like. But I do feel it's gonna connect to a lot of stuff, especially with the tease of Daredevil joining this She-Hulk show. So I'm looking forward to episode 2. Yeah.
Yeah, same here, same
Any
here.
any closing statements on your end?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking to it from not gonna mention the show I just watched, but I'm very
it's a, it's
happy. It's
it's
a
like a palate cleansing,
yeah, it's
pretty
a
much.
exactly. So I feel happy. So it was a very I think it was a very good strong episode, and I'm looking forward to it. And I hope they can keep that momentum as we move forward through She-Hulk.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining me, Rick, and definitely you'll be watching the two of us react to the rest of She-Hulk on the Watch Us React YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this reaction, make sure to check out our Resident Evil reaction as well as some of our movie trailer reactions from Comic-Con. Those were uploaded. If you liked everything and want to continue watching it, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for future notifications of any uploads we do. But yeah, I'm Rob. This guy here is Rick.
I'm Rick.
That's Rick. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video, episode 2 of She-Hulk. Peace.
Later.